Hello, welcome to this special edition of Norfolk Now. Today we are broadcasting in association with SeaMedia TV, live from Epic Studios in Norwich, here in the UK. Students from Howest University College in West Flanders, Belgium, have been spending the week here on exchange, developing their media skills and exploring the city. In today's program, we're going to be talking to some of the students involved in the SeaMedia project about their experiences, including Italian Erasmus intern Marta Scocco, who will tell us all about her SeaMedia internship.
But first, University of East Anglia alumnus James Galley joins us to tell us all about his internship at De Kruin, a music venue in Belgium and another SeaMedia partner. His time there included working with Howest to make a video about Ypres, a city with great significance for both Belgium and the UK. Before we meet James, let's take a look at the video.
Hi, I'm James and I'm here in Ypres today. I've come all the way from Norwich to visit the city. It's the second time I've been here. The last time was about 8 or 9 years ago when I was in school and we came on a school trip, so it's been a long time since I've been here. As you can see today, Ypres is preparing for its rally, but we are going to look at something that it's even more famous for, its war history. I've just arrived at the Flanders Fields Museum, a museum about the battles that happened around Ypres in the First World War, and I'm looking forward to going inside because I've heard they've just renovated it and put a new exhibit in, so I'm looking forward to seeing it. I've never been to this museum before or the previous museum that was here, but everyone in Britain knows about the poppies and Remembrance Day, and they know about the connection with Ypres, and they have a basic understanding of what happened, but not really in depth and exactly what happened here and the scale of what happened and exactly how many people died. See from some of the posters, the propaganda posters that they had there was a lot of pressure on people at the time to sign up and to come over to fight. It would have been very difficult not to come over and to lose your life. There's a lot of modern technology involved. There's a lot of projection, a lot of computer graphics as well. There are a lot of maps they have on computers which show you where the battles took place. And they have a lot of screens with actors. They have a large amount of actors that took part in making the exhibit, and it's quite impressive. It is obviously quite an emotional place. Ypres is one of the only places in Belgium that many British people will come to visit. Every year, hundreds of thousands of British people, many school children, will come here to learn about the First World War history. And you can see that tourism is flourishing just by the number of shops, cafes and restaurants which have references to the war. You can look in any shop window to see references to the war, them selling war merchandise, war books, war models, memorials, anything. They're making money off of the war, which makes me slightly uncomfortable. Making money off something so cruel as war just seems pathetic.
Cynical?
Cynical? I don't know.
So it seems like without war, Ypres wouldn't have all those visitors.
Yeah, which is depressing in both ways. Depressing that people wouldn't come without the war, and also depressing that they have to use the war to make people to come. I think that just makes the place a slightly depressing place. We're at the Menin Gate, massive war memorial. It has so many names written on it of the people who died. It's just a massive monolith of death. place is just incredible. I didn't realise how many names there were. Walking in, I thought the names were on the inside, but I was mistaken. You walk up here, up the side where all the poppies are, and there are more names up the stairs. The names don't seem to end, and then when you get up to the sides, up at the top, it's filled with names all the way around the outside. It's just awe-inspiring. 15 minutes down the road from Ypres, I've arrived at Tynecott Cemetery in Passchendaele. It's the largest Commonwealth War cemetery in the world, and there are about 12,000 graves here. And behind the graves, on the walls, there are about 35,000 names of soldiers whose bodies weren't found. I did have a vague understanding of what happened here in Ypres and the number of people who died, but when you read about it, it really is just a number, and when you come here and you see the graves and the names written on the wall, it isn't a number anymore. It really is something else. It's really incredible just to see all these walls of people whose names have died, all of these walls of people whose bodies were never found. It's something completely different. Here I am back again at the Menin Gate, the place where the Commonwealth soldiers left Ypres to head into the battlefield. Here, every night since the end of the First World War, except during the Second World War when they weren't allowed, they have played the last post as a tribute to the dead soldiers. It's nearly 8 o'clock now, so I'm going to join the crowd to listen. I just saw the last post. The 4 firemen are playing the trumpet, and then the children who've come to visit for the day laying a wreath. And it's quite an interesting experience. There's a lot of silence in here, but outside there are cars moving around. The rest of the world's going on with its life, and it's quite a strange experience that a couple of meters away, the people are remembering death, and then a couple of meters this side, people are just carrying on with their lives as usual. It's quite strange.
So James, how are you today?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Very good, thank you. So you did your internship at the Kroon. Can you tell me a bit more about this place?
The Kroon, it's a music venue in Kortrijk. It's quite large. I think it fits about 650 people. And it's a really nice place to go for music of the more alternative kind. It doesn't really have pop music or anything like that. It has more kind of alternative art music.
Okay, and what was your role in this? What have you been doing then?
Well, I did many different things. When I first arrived, they had the City Festival on, so I was helping with that a lot of the time, which was quite long days and some heavy lifting involved. But then after that, it quietened down a bit, and I concentrated more on doing a few things for the SeaMedia project and doing a bit of social media for the music venue.
Okay. Is it something you would be doing more often? You want to do more often?
I don't know really. I enjoyed my time there. It was a really enjoyable 6 weeks that I spent there. And yeah, sure, I'd do something like that again in the future.
Okay, and in the video we saw you went to Ypres. How did you like the place? How was it?
Yeah, it was really interesting. It was worth going to. I felt the whole city was quite depressing because basically everything in the city revolves around the war and the memorials, which makes the whole place quite depressing. And all of the shops, well, not all of the shops, but a lot of the shops on the high street have references to the war and have war memorabilia, and it didn't seem a happy sort of place.
Do you understand it's attractive for the British to come there?
Yeah. Well, I had been previously as a young person when I was about 13 on a school trip, and it's quite common for British students, especially like high school students, to go there and to visit the French and Flemish battlegrounds.
Yeah. How was the Flanders Field Museum?
Yeah, it was very good. It was a really interesting place, and it was really new when I went there. I think they had only redesigned it a few months before, and it had some really interesting exhibits in it. And it was done in a whole new way, really. They used multimedia to a great extent. They had amazing exhibits which you wouldn't see in other museums.
Okay. Did you visit any other cities in Belgium?
Yeah, I've been to a few. I've been to Bruges, to Ghent, to...
What was your favourite one?
What's my favourite one? What, besides Kortrijk or including?
Including, yeah.
Including, yeah, I really like it.
Kortrijk,
in Kortrijk, yeah.
Okay. So we go back to Celine.
Thanks for that, James. At the 100th anniversary of World War I approaches, you will be seeing more videos exploring the topic on SeaMedia, so watch out for those. Now let's talk to Marta Skoko about her SeaMedia Howest internship and what she's learned in the process. Hi Marta, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine.
So how have you heard about SeaMedia in Kortrijk?
It was more or less 1 year ago, because I arrived in Belgium like an Erasmus student at the Howest. So I was like a student, and at the English class, thanks my teacher, I just know about this amazing project. And when I heard about this project, I decided to get involved because I really liked from the first second, the first moment this project. Yeah.
Okay. How about the team and the working atmosphere at the studios?
The team is an amazing team because at first it's an international team, so it's really open-minded and include people from Hungary, from Holland, from America, from Italy, and other people in the future are going to be involved from other countries. So it's really good to see that people can speak just one language or several languages, but they are able to communicate. And for one, I don't know, if you are working on a project, you can see that everyone has a different point of view, but it's good because you can create more with your background, your different background. So this is...
what skills have you developed there?
New skills, because in Italy I studied journalism, but like newspaper journalism, and I feel that I missed something, so I decided to come in Belgium to improve the video editing stuff and this kind of new media journalism. And when I arrived in the SeaMedia and I started to work, I wasn't able to video editing at all. And so I just start to use the camera, at first the semi-pro camera, and then the Handycam and the DSLR, all this kind of stuff. And I really like it. And now I'm able to video editing, to use the camera. I need to improve, but I'm in the right way.
What was your favorite project that you made with SeaMedia?
I don't know, this is a really hard... I don't know, I can say that it's like my first video is my baby, because it was, you know, I was totally free to do something, and at first I wasn't able to do something. Because for all the other projects, all the time there is something new, all the time there is something I can improve, or I really like. So every new project we are working on is all the time so amazing, so it's really strange to choose.
And what about your future now?
My future is, I hope to stay more in Belgium, and actually I'm looking for a job in Belgium because I really like this country, so I will stay more, but like to find my future in Belgium. But one of my passion is also traveling, so we'll see what happens and in which country I could find my future, I don't know.
Okay. Thanks. Here's a look at the very first video Marta ever made about the first days of her Belgian adventure.
Bling bling, Roy makes your head ring. So sing sing, we rock you out, yeah, yeah. To the L to the I-N-G, double that word, yo, who do you see? Two white boys, rapping so tight, flows like Niagara, rockin' day and night. Hey, John, what's our game? It's simple, we put others to shame. We lay down the beats, turn off the rock, with relentless force we can't be stopped. Rhymes for a reason, reason to rhyme. City to city, yo, this is our time. Hey, hey, the farmer in the dell.
That was fantastic.
Be sure to watch more of Marta's videos on SeaMe TV to see just how far her skills have developed. We would like to wish both Marta and James good luck in the future with their job searches. Now, here is Audrey to show you the Two Seas region and all of the partners involved in the EU Interreg A SeaMedia project.
Thanks a lot, Audrey. This week's visit by Howest students to the EPIC Studios is the second SeaMedia Howest exchange to Norwich, where students have been given the opportunity to produce videos together in diverse teams, learn new skills, make new friends and work hard, all resulting in videos about Norwich culture. Stay tuned for more videos on SeaMe TV, including our upcoming series on Belgian beer, starring and filmed by two of this week's visitors, Kenneth and Morten. Bjorn, our residential beer expert, is here to talk to them now.
Thank you, Celine. Kenneth, Martin, welcome. How are you?
Thank you, we're fine.
So, you guys have a program, Bottoms Up. Can you tell us something about it?
Well, maybe Martin should tell it. Martin is our cameraman, so... Yeah, so basically it's a beer program. We have 8 episodes. And it's about Belgian beers. And Kenneth and Klaas, who unfortunately couldn't make it today, they taste 1 beer each episode. And they basically taste it first, and then they try to convince each other which one is the best.
So, which beer was the best for you, Kenneth?
Well, I have to say I like the Cuvée des Trolls. I brought with in one of the episodes. It's a blonde beer from Belgium. But it's yeah, they were all good beers. Belgian beers. I can't be bad.
So, how many beers did you exactly taste? 1 per episode, or did you?
Well, Kenneth tasted 8 and Klaas another 8. So
8, so 16 beers
16
in total.
beers you get to.
So you didn't get drunk?
Well, we had always when we filmed, we had every day we did 2 episodes. So we approximately drank, I don't know, 4 or 5 beers per film day. And I have to say, I started to feel that I drank a lot of beer at the end of the day. So Martin not, because he was behind the camera. But,
fortunately, yeah.
You have to have a shot from that angle, from that angle, from that angle.
Yeah.
So after a lot.
So Martin, you didn't get to taste any beers?
Of course, I got to taste them, but I didn't drink the entire beer. But I tasted most of them. So.
During your stay in Norwich, you guys also visited a local brewery. So can you tell us a bit more about that?
Well, the brewery was lovely. The beer was, something else. I think you just have to get used to it. I liked it. I didn't hate it. Not my beer, and I didn't hate the beer from Martin either. So
yeah, it was a really nice pub, and we took the opportunity of the visit to make a special episode. So we each tasted an English beer, but actually I was surprised. It was a really nice beer. But well, it's not the same as the Belgian beers.
So what's the biggest difference between Belgian and British beers?
I think Belgian beers have more spunk in it. I don't know how you should say it. The taste is different. They taste more powerful. And,
and also the
alcohol level is higher
in it.
It's a very strange expression.
We're from Belgium. Don't hate us.
So, what do you guys think? Norwich beers are pretty good, or?
Yeah,
some of them, but definitely not all of them.
So, people who want to see your program, what do they have to do?
Tune in beginning of March to SeaMedia and watch Bottoms Up.
So, do they get an episode every week, or how does it go?
Well,
every week. That is our goal to get them one episode each week. So.
Okay, guys, thank you very much for the interview.
No problem.
Back to you.
Thanks. We're always looking for ideas and enthusiastic interns and volunteers. Get involved with SeaMedia. Thanks for watching. See you again soon on SeaMedia. Bye bye.